Hello, this is Stephen Bridges, and this is your Goldthwait Eagles sneak preview for September 7, 2011. This week in the Goldthwait Eagle print edition and online in the e-paper, we have the commissioners trying to keep the courthouse lawn alive with water that's been donated. We've also got the budget hearing that they had for the county and the county budget, and a special session that turned out to be not so special. So you can read all about that in the Goldthwait Eagle. We also had the city council met and listed their water woe wish list, which is the way they think we can get out of our water issues here in Goldthwait. Of course, nothing fixes a good rain, but these are ways we can stem the drying up of our city water resources and secure us some water for now and in the future to make sure we have water for continued growth in Goldthwait. This week we have a big preview about the Eagles versus Callisburg. That'll be Saturday night at Alvarado. We'll be playing Callisburg at Alvarado Saturday night, 7 p.m. So hopefully the Eagles can bounce back after their loss to the arch rival San Salvadillos last week for our homecoming game. Also this weekend on Sunday is the Yodeling Grandma will be singing at First Assembly of God Church. It's free to everyone. It'll be at 10 a.m. on Sunday morning. And then the Mullen Methodist Church at 2 p.m. on Sunday is going to have a dedication of their fellowship hall. And everyone is invited to attend those things. Also, we have some locals, namely Roger Horton, that was pounced on by a Montana bear. Don't forget to read that on page 2. The ongoing saga of my barely believable bear attack that just keeps on going. So we appreciate all your submissions, and thank you so much for those. And we love to get those here at the Eagle. In Health Notes this week, a nice article in the McMahon Health Notes on 3A about how stress can make you sick. And as we get into fall and school and et cetera, you want to watch out to keep your stress level low and what you can do about it. Sponsored by McMahon Pharmacy Services. Mike's Minutes this week also has about the 2 home games that the Eagles have had at Eagle Field, and now we take a tour of Texas. So gas up and get ready. He goes all through the future for the Goldthwait Eagles. The district standings are in there. We also listed all the homecoming honorees, as well as had a big production of the photos of them throughout the newspaper. Sadly, this week we lost Lewis Watson. We have his full obituary in the paper this week, and we also lost Dorothy Miller to her fight with cancer, as well as Charlie Perry passed away this week. So read about those on page 5A where we normally have our obituaries. There'll be a fun clay shoot this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Go by the Mills County General Store and sign up for that, and then go on down to the Crazy Quail, our local shotgun range, and go ahead and shoot away. They also this week, Mike Lee does a great story about as good as he can do on the Dillos beating the Eagles in their homecoming game, and how the Dillos they stopped their 7-year skid against the Eagles. They'd lost 7 in a row, so now they pulled one out. So the Eagles are hoping to avenge that loss over in beating Callisburg this weekend. Also wanted everybody to know gold $1,895 an ounce. Robert Berry would like you to know that he'll if you'll bring him your gold, he'll go and sell it for you for just a small commission. We also have a Cowboy Golf Scramble this weekend over at Uno Peso Ranch. Pretty interesting deal. Don't see that every day. We've also got some drought management information for livestock. I want everybody to know that the rifle raffles are going on at the chamber. They have the rifles on display where you can buy the tickets for those every weekend on Saturdays down at the Courthouse Square. This week there's quite a crowd. We have a nice big photo of that. Also, there's a raffle for a John Deere D110 riding lawnmower that'll benefit the Goldthwait Golf Course that Lawson Implements is putting up for raffle. Also in the future, not this weekend, but next week on the 16th, will be the Cindy Hayes annual food drive. So you want to be sure and make it to that. It's a wonderful cause, getting food for the needy, and for a wonderful lady, the late Cindy Hayes, that we know and love around here. Just want everybody to know that the best way to get word of mouth going in Goldthwaite is to advertise in the Goldthwaite Eagle. And you can call the Eagle today and get that word of mouth going for your business, 648-2244 anytime, or email me at goldnews@centex.net. We have advertisements as inexpensive as $7 a week in our service section, and you can get your business card size ad out to over 3,000 people every week for just $7, and you can't even print a business card for that cheap. So just to let us know anytime. Well, the makeup is always free for our advertisements, and we hope to get you out there, and the more you sell and the better you do, the better we do. So we're behind you all the way. One slightly distressing thing in Mills County is the possible closing of the Star Post Office. You can read all about that on page 13A. And in better news, Gary and Sarah Straley celebrate their 50th together. And coming up next week on Thursday, September 15th is Goldthwaite Community Health Fair, so you can read all about that. We have all the photos for the homecoming. We also have a little special tribute from the Goldthwaite Eagle about the anniversary of September 11th. We want to remember that and never forget it. So our thoughts and prayers go out to all those who were affected by the September 11th attack and the anniversary of that. And then we've got a nice big photo of the Mullen football team taking the field this year for their game. They're 2-0 this week, and they're taking on Throckmorton this week, and they're going to be an excellent team. It's going to be tough for the Mullen Bulldogs, and we're cheering them on all the way. I believe Star takes on Victory Life Academy at Victory Life Academy, so we're pulling for the Star Tigers too. We've got some great stuff from the kids riding the limo from the elementary kid, the school from the Youth Sports Association that won their raffle sales. So they're in the limo this week. There's a new vehicle registration fee structure that starts this week. The annual staff will be coming around selling advertisements for their annual. You want to support the Goldthwaite High School and Elementary, GISD, I guess it is. The iShine concert will be coming to Goldthwaite. If you don't know what that is, you can read all about it. There was a back-to-school concert at the Western Heritage Cowboy Church. We've got some good photos and stuff from that. Some photos and information from the Jenny Trent Dew Library book sale this last weekend, which I got some, and I know everybody here in the office bought several boxes. So we sort of buy them by the ton, not by the pound around here, as we are all avid readers, of course. We have a nice thing by Judy Wigley about Kemp Lake and skating parties that they used to have out there. Pretty neat little nostalgia. Got several letters to the editor this week, one by Alan Ward, and then a letter to the editor and thank you by Tom Marlin and T.J. Watson. And if you haven't heard about little T.J. Watson, you can read about it in the Eagle this week. We're all happy and that our prayers were answered and he came back safe and sound. Clifford Adams, former, well, I guess he would be probably 2002. He was the valedictorian at Goldthwaite High School. He's got a new mission beginning with APS, so you can read about that in the Goldthwaite Eagle on page 5D. And just as a reminder, GoldthwaiteEagle.com, every week we have the action photos from the football games and other games and other activities, news photos and stuff we have there for downloading and online sales. You can just go click Browse Photos on our website. It'll take you straight over, and you can order all the photos that we have in the newspaper that we take. You can order those, most of those online, just with a click of the mouse. So Commissioners Court will be meeting next Monday, the 12th. We've got that agenda in the newspaper this week. We have our school districts enrollment, all the schools in Mills County and their enrollment numbers. We sort of waited until they got solidified before we put them in there. And notice of tax revenue increase from the Mills County Road and Bridge. It's going to have a little, let's see, tax increase. You might want to read about that if you own a house or own property in Mills County. There's notices to bidders. There's Pleasant Grove Cemetery public notice. There's some public notices from, let's see, notices to creditors, several of those. So you want to be sure you read all those notices because the more you know, the less you get blindsided by some of this. We have a big employment directory this week. A lot of people searching for employment. So if you're unemployed and you need a job, you can look at that. It's on page 8B. We have our area service directory on page 8 and 9B, and this is all the all the people that are up-to-date information on how to get a hold of plumbers and craftsmen and people that make things happen here in Mills County. And not only should you use these people because we pretty much stand behind all these people. They are local. We hope that you would use local craftsmen and repairmen for whatever you can do because they help our economy go round and round. And you can also advertise if you are someone who does work around Mills County. Advertise. It's inexpensive at $7 a week. So just give us a buzz here at the Eagle. We have a big real estate section this week, as always. There's a big notice on the contractors of proposed Texas Department of Transportation contracts about that if that interests you. And then, of course, we have Bridging the Gap. Georgie's writing about Frank getting better and about all the equipment and the stuff that she's accumulated through having Frank and keeping our children and grandkids and stuff like that. So pretty neat deal this week in the Goldthwait Eagle. So it's 26 full pages in the Goldthwait Eagle this week, and we hope you read it, enjoy it. I hope it entertains you. I hope it informs you. You can subscribe either online at goldthwaiteagle.com, $30 a year for the print edition in the state, $45 a year anywhere else on Earth. You can subscribe online, and no matter where you are on Earth, even on the space station, if you've got internet access, you can get the Goldthwait Eagle on Wednesday morning for $30 a year. It's a cheap deal. 2.8 cents a page this week, 75-cent Eagle with 26 pages. So it's the best deal running out there. A gallon of gas is over $3.50 a gallon. Cokes are $1.75 at the convenience station, and you can get 26 pages of news you can use for just 75 cents. So we think it's the greatest deal going, and no taxes on this 75 cents. So what you pay for is what you get. We appreciate all of our readers and advertisers this week. This is Stephen Bridges signing off. This has been your sneak preview for the September 7th edition of the Goldthwait Eagle. Thank you very much.